Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying to be quiet. My son is asleep. One of the first things that we are going to actually change on the house is the hall or the pantry for the kitchen. I guess they had mice at one point. It's kind of gross, but they were also smokers. So we are going to prime and paint everything. I got a cheap light fixture to replace the ceiling titty. And I don't know what we're doing about the floor, but the carpet's coming out. I would assume this is coming out too. I don't know though. But anyway, all this is coming out. So let me get this cleaned out and we'll show you what it looks like. It's gonna be a quick video. Also change the doorknob on the front. I also have to change the doorknobs downstairs. But the Quickset one broke up here and I contacted them. There's gonna be another one. So shout out to Quickset. Not sponsored, but big fan of them. That is nicotine. Delicious. So this channel is gonna be different than the car one. We're not gonna show you step by step. No one needs to see how to prime. Basically I cleaned everything. Waiting on the wife to wake up. She's napping with my son. I don't know if she's keeping that. Don't also know what that goes to. This is going to kind of be part one of two because I am replacing the light. Like I said, I have new racks. I'm not even going to attempt to clean it. Every room that I work in, I am replacing every single light switch and outlet. I don't have that because my son was losing his mind earlier. I got to patch a few holes like that, and there's a couple down there you can't really tell. So once she wakes up, I'm going to find out if this needs to go or not. It does look kind of ghetto, but it serves a purpose, I suppose. If not, I guess I have more patching to do. All right, I had to patch a few holes like there. They're kind of everywhere. I got to sand, and I'm probably going to have to go over it again. But I'm going to start working on priming the ceiling and up as high as I can. I'm still going to continue, or we're still keeping these for just now. I did buy brand new racks. I cleaned all the hooks, but the racks themselves are new. And eventually what I was thinking was, I don't know if there's enough room, and I forgot about that, but I might put a cabinet here on the lower half, a countertop, and then just keep two other racks up top, but probably do like a nice stained wood or something. But for now, we're just trying to get everything packed and put into the house, and then we can do other stuff. I'm probably gonna do one of the rocker style switches. And then I don't know what we're doing about the floor. We might just put a piece of temporary carpet down. But right now we're just trying to get everything packed and moved in. But I at least want to keep progress. Like I said, no one watches it but myself. At least I'll know what it looks like. All right, all primed up. Just gotta wait for it to finish drying. A little bit around the light I didn't get, but the other light's gonna replace or cover all that. There's a lot of spots in this little tiny room that I had to fix. It's only 34 inches wide. I don't know how long it is, but every wall needed a little bit of work. So I would imagine that's how the rest of this house is gonna be. Anyway, we're gonna start painting. I think it's called Evergreen Fog. Not doing the ceiling. I don't have white paint today, but at least the walls are all gonna be done. All right, at least for today, I'm done. As you can tell, it's still drying. I gotta paint the ceiling white. It's just primered. I try not to get paint on any of these. However, at the end of the day, they are going. But just until I figure out what kind of shelving I'm gonna do, I might have to look at them for a little bit, so we're not gonna try to do that. This video is not done. I did get paint on the light switch, because again, that thing's going too. I already have a new light. I'll show you that in the next part of this video. This video is probably gonna be multiple days, but I'm gonna do just a single video. Yeah, I like it. It's a little darker than what I thought, but it is also dark outside. So, and that light, the ceiling titty is not any good. Still don't know what we're doing about that. That is actually the access to the tub, which we're getting rid of it. So eventually maybe that can go away. Have not decided what I'm doing for the floor or the trim or door trim. We'll get to that. I just got to figure out what I'm doing. So, like I said, this is probably going to be a multiple day video. But we'll see. All right, so we are past the boring stuff finally. I really like the green, turned out really good. I did get one rack in here. I don't know how big this room is, I'll measure it. It's 34 inches wide by 46, I'm assuming, I don't know. Painted the ceiling. I still gotta touch up a couple spots of the green. I need a really small brush. Gotta wait for the ceiling to dry. That is the next thing. I'll show you what I'm getting ready to put up. Also just got a rocker style switch that's white with a new cover. What I was thinking of doing in here is doing a base cabinet. Probably, I guess it'd be about that height. And then, sweet, I got white paint on the wall. Okay. Got another spot to touch up. Anyway, do a counter about this tall, do a 24-inch base cabinet, and it would leave about a 10-inch counter. That's actually to the back of the tub, which we have a soaker tub. Hated it's going, but for now, it's gonna stay. I'm probably gonna have to patch that, and then when all these come out, I'm gonna have to repaint at least the areas that I fix. Anyway, do a 24-inch cabinet, do a shelf here, probably one about middle of that board, and then maybe 2 or 3. I gotta play around with it and figure out what I'm doing. And then for the floor, I'd like to actually do the black hexagon tile. I think I'm going to do the same stain that I have on the house, my old house, which is Cordovian leather. And then white cabinet, I think. But anyway, I'm gonna finish cutting these, put these back up. These are just temporary until I get the rest of this, because there's stuff everywhere. So let me finish this, and like I said, this is gonna be a multi-part video.